everyone, you're very welcome to my channel. This is the Crazy Man from Ireland, back with another Platinum walkthrough. This is Farming Simulator 2019. I'm after doing part 1 for this playthrough, and this is part 1 is after, it should have given you about 90% of the trophies for the game, okay? I've done part 2, which is the fertilizing of 100 hectares. You should have got 3 trophies for that. This is the final walkthrough. This is the contracts, okay? This is going to take a couple of hours, and I'm going to try and make this video as short as possible for you, and as easy as possible for you as well, okay? So we just click enter. You should have the game downloaded by now. Right, now I'm just going to say something. You did do the first part 1 and part 2 on the Dal Ranch, which is this one here, the FS19 Dal Ranch. We're not doing the Dal Ranch in this. We need a new map, okay? So you need to go to mods on the left hand side and enter mods by pressing X. When you come into this page here, the map will be on your top left. It'll be the first one there. Just click X to enter it. Now if your maps look like this is not all the maps. You need to click down on your left toggle stick, right down on it, and this will unlock the rest of the maps. Now you need to install this map up here, La Cornelia, not the first one that says seasons ready. Do not install that. Install the second one here, the ordinary one. When you've that installed, keep pressing circle to back out of it. Go to career, enter career. Now you're going to have to make a new save game, okay? So go into a new save game, go to farm manager, press X to enter farm manager. Now you want to find your map, La Cornelia, and enter the map. Now you will be faced with this. Here you can change your character and all that, okay? I'm not going to go through all this, you know what to do. I'm going to press X to enter. Press X all the way and enter the map. Hopefully you're all having a good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hola amigos, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días amigos, ¿cómo estás hoy? All my friends in Spain. Oh god, this is just... you should have this platinum in less than 20 hours. There is a couple of people that I know who messaged me in the last few days. They didn't use a walkthrough guide, and it took them 75 hours, which, you know, without a guide, it's actually not that bad for someone who never played the game before. I have myself platinumed Farming Simulator 15, 17, and this one 19, so I know exactly what I'm doing. There's not, as far as I know, there is no walkthrough on YouTube or anywhere, only for the one I made up. This game is free for May 2020, and I said I'd make a walkthrough for people. People do collect platinum trophies like myself, and I'd like to have a walkthrough for a game that I want to play, you know. So let's get straight into this. This is for our last few trophies, and it is contracts, okay? You must do 100 contracts. Now, I'm going to enter the game. Now is press X to get that box off the bottom of the screen. Now, this is the shop. I'm going to show you the map now by pressing options, and we are in the map. So on the top of the screen, you'll see a world. You can go left and right with R1 and L1. Press L2 to zoom out. You can move around the map. Press R2 to zoom in. Now, here is your shop. Your shop does not move. Your shop is there forever in that spot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a few changes. Now, press R1, scroll all the way over here to tractors. And now we're going to do a few changes here. Now, on the left hand side of your screen, there's your time scale, which is 5x. Leave that for a second and go down to traffic. You need to turn traffic off, okay? Now you need to keep scrolling all the way down here to plant growth. You can turn that on to fast, okay? You can leave the rest. You go down here to autosave, and you can leave that if you want. I turn mine off because it's a pain. When it says saving, it comes up on the screen, and it's a pain. Let's just put it this way, it's a pain. Now, you're going to be doing a few different things in this game, right? Now, here, for starters, you're going to be, this time scale, you're going to be constantly messing with it. I'll show you exactly what to do in the minute. So that's all you'll be doing, is just changing this to fast to slow. Now, press L1. Now, on your right, this is your statistics, right? You need to look at the right hand side of the statistics here, and if you go down halfway, missions completed. Okay, it says contracts when you go into it here. I call them missions. They're contracts. They're the same thing, right? So you're going to be going from the tractor for the time, your statistics here, and the world. They are the only four things that you're going to be doing, and I'll show you exactly how to work that now in the minute. Okay, so there's your statistics. You're going to the right. Missions completed. They're 0-0 at the moment. I'm going to do a mission for you, or a contract, just to show you how to do one, and then it's up to you, and then you can do the rest yourself. Now, we'll back out of that by pressing circle. Now, our shop is closed. We need to get the shop open. Press options, and we need, this is our first time of tricking the clock, we'll call it, and go to your time here and go to 120. Back out of it by pressing circle. Now your time is up in the top right hand corner. Now the map goes to darkness at night, like in real life. We are 8:39, 8:40 in the morning. We're waiting for the shop to open. The shop opens at 9 a.m. It's going to open in the next 5 seconds. There it is opened. Now, we are going to stop the clock once we enter the shop, so we're going to go to real time. Now we're going to do some spending. Press your home pad, you're over your light on your DualShock 4. You need to buy at least 3, if not 4 tractors, okay? And the tractors you're going to buy are fast tracks, which are these ones. Now, I'm going to buy one. I'm not going to buy any more for demonstration purposes, right? Now, when you come back out of tractors, I want you to go to press R1. Okay, now we need to buy a fertilizer spreader, which is down here. Now, we need to go to number 3, which is this one here. It's the K165. Now, press X to enter that. Now, we're going to make a few changes here. Now, the first change we're going to make is extension. You need to put an extension onto this because we need to fill it as much as possible. Now, on the left hand side, you'll see 15,600 liters. Now, press R1 and that will increase. Now, you're going to do this for all your spreaders. Now, whether you have 3 spreaders or 4 spreaders, you're going to do the exact same thing as this. Now, we're going to scroll down to discs. Right, like this. There's no discs in the back of it yet, so press R1 or L1 and it'll put extensions onto it like that, and you'll have a wider spread. Now I'm going to buy one. Now this is your chance. If you want to buy 3 or 4, just keep smashing. Look, like that. Look, do that however many times, however many you want. Now our tractor's there. Okay, now we're going to hook up our tractor like this. Get our little fast track, and we're going to hook it on. This, very simple. Now I'm going to sell the other. You're not going to do this now, but on a second there now. This one. Okay, yeah, it's the right one. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to press options, and I'm going to scoot to the left by pressing L1. Now, the shop is here as I stated. Now, we just need to drive up here by field 11 and 13 to this station. This is going to give us fertilizer. Now, I know there's experienced players here, and they're going to say, well, why don't you buy the fertilizer at the shop? And I just do not listen to anyone that tells you buy fertilizer at the shop. Okay, just don't do it. I'm about to demonstrate why. Okay, press your home pad and press R1. Now here you go. You can scroll across here to the solid fertilizer big bag, and I'm just going to buy one just to demonstrate how insane this will be if you do it this way. Now your fertilizer spreader will open up automatically. Now watch out for the bottom right hand side. There's going to be an orange bar. It's not going to fill up, obviously. Now press down on your left toggle stick to fill, or to put the bag of fertilizer into the spreader. Now that's all it did. You will need about 200 of them to fill this big spreader. Now we're going to go out of the shop and we're going to go to the right. I'll just get the map here, and we're going to go up here and we're going to take a left at the roundabout. This won't take 2 seconds to go up here. Now do this at the start of your game, okay? Before you start messing with the clock. Bring up, if you now I'll explain to you now why you need 3 or 4 tractors, right? So go to options. Now what you need to do, fill, we'll say 4 spreaders. Now you have them all here. Now you can leave one spreader here. Now back up. Now you want to put another tractor and spreader over here somewhere, okay? And you need to put another one kind of down here-ish. Now, and another one maybe over here, okay? This is to save you driving around, because it's a fairly big map, and if you've one tractor, okay, now you can do this with one tractor if you want. It will take you a long time. I mean, I'm talking a really long time. You could do you could fertilize field 11, and then you might end up going down here to field 37, and you'll find yourself just driving and driving, and you won't be getting any contracts done because you'll be too busy driving around in circles, okay? So have at least 3, so you can have 1, maybe 2, and maybe 1 down here if you want, but definitely have 3, absolutely. Now you can fill your fertilizer spreader up here. I think you can fill your fertilizer spreader in Fertilizing here. Okay, I'm not quite sure, but there definitely is a fertilizing station down here somewhere. I think it's here, okay? Now, let's forget about that. We're going to go up here to the top. Now, if you want, you can press L1 and you can press down on your left toggle stick like this twice, and to bring up a map. This might be easier for you to see where you're driving. Look, I can actually see where I'm driving at the moment. We're going to take a left at the roundabout here. You might find yourself leaving up this map for a while, maybe for an hour, just so you can find your way around. I kind of know my way around at the moment, so it's not bad. It's not an issue. Now, here we are, just to show you exactly where we are. We came from the shop, which is there, drove up to the roundabout, and here we are already. It didn't take us 2 minutes to get up here. Now, we need to fill this fertilizer spreader with fertilizer, which is just here inside the gate. Okay, now to open the fertilizer spreader, press L1 and left on your D-pad with your left thumb. Now press down on your left thumbstick like that. Now it should say fertilizer, okay? If it doesn't say fertilizer, well, being honest with you, it should come up as fertilizer. So you can buy lime here, just make sure you don't put lime in there. So here we are going to fill this up. You can see the orange bar down the very bottom right hand side. It's going to take a lot of fertilizer. You could not buy all this fertilizer back at the shop. You'd be there all day and all night doing it. As you can see, it takes a lot, okay? Now, I just have to say something else. If for some reason your trophies don't pop, okay, just leave your PlayStation on, go play another game. Make sure you save it, play another game, or else go away, have your dinner and come back and give it a few hours, and your trophies will be there when you come back. They should be. A couple of them didn't pop for me, but I just went away doing something else, came back an hour later and they were there. So now we are ready. So press L1 to close this cover. So L1 and left on your D-pad. Now we are all set. You have your tractors in place. You've one here, you've one over here, and you have maybe one or two down here. I don't know what you're going to do, but anyway, now we're going to start a contract. Now we're going to press R1, go into options. Now this is where our contracts are. Now at the moment you're going to get a load of fertilizing contracts. Don't worry about it, okay? There's going to be loads of fertilizing contracts. Now try and pick a field that's close to you. Now one second. Now I've fertilizing in 12, 22 and 17. So check your thing. 12, 22 and 70. So I actually have a contract here in 12, which is close to me. 22 is kind of down around here-ish. So I have a tractor here. So I'm going to pick the closest field to the tractor that I have. Okay. Simple as that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to accept the fertilizing contract with your left thumb on your left D-pad. Press down to 12 and down the very bottom left hand side of your your screen, it should press square to accept contract. We're going to press square. Now your contract now is gone to the top of the contracts list because you're after accepting it. Okay, now the next stage now is to so you've fertilizing on field 12. Now you've to get to field 12, go over to the world like this. You're going to have to come out of here and take a right. Now you can build up your little mini map like I told you a while ago, like this, and it'll make it easier for you. Okay, this is all about making things easy. Now we need to go to field 12. Now I will admit some of these fields are kind of tricky to get into. Okay, so here we go. There's a little pathway here. Now if you come across a gate, you have to, I'll just demonstrate, right? Now if there was a gate here, okay, press circle to open the gate. Okay, press circle to open the gate and just leave it opened. Now get back into your tractor by pressing square. Now our field should be down here. This. Now some fields have crops in them. They might be hard to see. Okay, but you're going to have to do all the field. No, I don't even know where. A second there. Just have to do something here. So, okay, it's down this way. Like this. Just double check. Like this. Okay. Now we are in field 12. We are good. Now I'll tell you straight now, right? On the right hand side you've soil consumption here, okay, composition, and you can turn that look to crops. So you're better off turning with your left thumbstick. Go to this section here. Okay, no, not this section. One second, where's the soil composition? Okay, with your left toggle stick, go to soil composition. This will tell you exactly what you're after fertilizing. Now I'm going to give you the biggest tip of all, and that is to press L1 and X. This. Now it's going to be hard to see your way around a field with we'll say wheat or grass or whatever it is, right? Now, so we're going to do this manually. So press L1 and square and press R2 to drive around the edge of the field. I recommend driving around every single field. Go around the edge first, okay? Now keep kind of close if you can, okay, like this. I know I'd rather the fields weren't like this, but some of them are, and it is a pain to see where you're fertilizing, but Can't really do anything about it. So we just go around here. I mean, this probably is the hardest part of the game, is to do the contracts. But a lot of people are finding the animals really hard. I actually found the animals easier than this, because this is a pain. This is a grind. It will take you a couple of hours, but I mean, if you do a field in less than 5 minutes, I mean, you know, you won't be long going around and finishing off your 100 missions. Now we are going very well. All we have to do now is just go back up to the gate, and we'll have the outside done like this. Now you can press a hire worker, okay? I will tell you that. And if you put on to hire worker, when you're driving it yourself, you use the fertilizer. When you put on to hire worker, you will it won't use the fertilizer. It will actually. A second, I'm going to stop it now for a second. If you put on to hire worker, it uses your currency. Okay, so I'm going to press hire worker here now. Second here now. Like this, and off he goes. All right. No, I'm not doing anything. I can jump out of the tractor. He's off, and he's gone doing the field. Now, while he's doing that, you can press options. Now, for some reason, it's not coming up in blue saying it's fertilized. Okay, but what you can do is you can scroll to the right with R1 like this. You've 80% of your fertilizer done, so you can press circle the back out of that there. Leave the tractor alone and leave the tractor do its thing. Like this. He's just going to work his way over that way. That. You can't really see. This is the problem with. Now, you don't get all the fields now aren't like this. It's just maybe a couple, but just can't do anything about it. It's just the game. Okay, so you can see your money going down on the top right hand side. When you hire a worker, it's buying the fertilizer automatically. So you really have nearly a still full fertilizer full for yourself to do other bits and pieces. Now he's going to turn here. You can press options to check. So we've 91% done now. We are going really well. Now don't forget our clock is stopped, okay? Now we didn't speed up the clock yet, but you will have to speed up the clock, okay? I can guarantee you that. He's going to work his way across the field there now. Can't really see it, but... Now if you have a problem with a field, and we'll say for worst case scenario, you're driving around the field and you can't do it, skip the contract. If you go into the contract here, right, and press triangle like it says on the very bottom, press triangle, cancel the contract, and just skip it and go on and do another contract. Okay, just 2 more contracts there. Pick another contract and do not use the sprayer. Look, it says here in field 22 you can use the fertilizer, and down here it says use the sprayer. Do not use the sprayer, use the fertilizer. The contract field finished. Look, it came up there on the top right hand side of your screen. The contract is done. The very minute it's done, press circle, stop your hire worker. Press options and go up to the top. It will say that you have your contract complete, okay? So don't forget to press square down the very bottom left hand side of your screen to collect your contract, or otherwise you'll miss it. Now pressing up R1, you will go to, look at this one here, the 2 of them alongside each other, your contracts, and here. Now your statistics here on the right hand side, you have completed 1 mission. Okay, now we need to do another mission. Now we just have to pick another mission, another fertilizing one. So there's 22 and 17. So L1 cross here, 22 and 17, right? So where are the fields? 22, where's 22? 22 is down here. 17 is just here. So it's, I might be able to come out of here and do 17. 1 second here now. 17. So we shall accept it. Press square just like that, and we need to go back to the world so we can see where we're going. Now we can go this way. Fold up your fertilizer by pressing L1 and X. That will fold it up for you. Go up here. This, I'm hoping there's a pathway down to the left here. You can bring up a little mini map there like I'm just showing you. So we're looking for field 17. 17. Now take it easy going over bridges and stuff, because if you go over the bridge you're going to have to probably sell your tractor, or you can reset it. If you do, yeah, okay, 1 second. Field 17. 17 is down here. I honestly just don't know how to get down here because I haven't been here before. There's a road anyway, so that's a good sign. Second here now. So 17 is to the right. Okay, here we go. As I say, if you go up a tree or if you go into a lake or anything like that, right? Basically, I'm not going to go in there that way. If you go up a tree or go into a lake, okay, just you can reset your tractor. All right, so 1 second, I'm just going to demonstrate that. Pressing options. Now I know my tractor is here, so press down on your right toggle stick like this, like that, and basically down on the very bottom it says reset. So you're going to have to reset two things: your fertilizer spreader and your tractor. And when you reset the two of them, they will automatically go back to the shop. So just go back to the shop and get them. Okay. Now, and believe me, it does happen. It happened to me in the past, and I've seen it happen to other people. Now, we're looking for field 17, which is right in front of us. This is an easy field. Okay, I'm just going to do one more mission fee. Okay, so here we go. Now you can see exactly where your fertilizer. Now, if you want to zoom out of your tractor like this, just press on your left D-pad back towards yourself, or press it forward. Kind of, I like to have it kind of around here. Now, you don't have to go around the edge of the field here, but I do recommend doing it. Okay, so now I can put it on hire worker to go down on the straight bit here. As I say, use hire worker as much as you can. That will save the fertilizer usage in your spreader. Okay, now this is way easier to see than crops in the field. Now I'm going as far as here, right? And now I'm going to stop it there now a second, right? And I'm going to actually do the rest myself. If it ever backs up, press L1 and square, and you can go around your field like this. As I said, I recommend going around the edge of the field first and then fill in the center. I'm just going to do one more mission. I'll put on to hire worker again here. Now I'm going to explain the hire worker. Okay. Now the hire worker will only do. Do you see the lines in the field? The hire worker will only go up and down and left and right. It won't do diagonally. Okay, it just won't. It's not in the game to do it. Now, as I said, you can I'll just go around the edge of the field here now, just to show and demonstrate. One more mission for you. I'm not going to do them all, obviously, because I already have the platinum for this game. Keep it as close as to the edge of the field, but kind of keep it in the field at the same time. Like that. We are nearly at the start again. So this is nearly two contracts done in less than 10 minutes. So like this. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on a hire worker. Okay, this. Now off we go, hire worker. All right. Now I can check my status by pressing options and scrolling R1 across this way. Now there's our contract. It's 76% complete. You know how to do it like that. Press circle to back out of it. Like that. Check it again, like that, 86. Okay, you can just keep an eye on it if you want. It's going to come up on the top right hand side of your screen when your contract is complete. Okay. Now if you come to the top of the field here like this, make sure you turn off your hire worker. Come back down here and turn on your hire worker again, and your contract complete should come up on your screen when you're obviously finished. There it is, it's coming up. Stop your hire worker. I know you haven't finished your field, it makes no difference. Stop your hire worker and you have enough done. Okay, so fold up your spreader and go press options and collect your contract by pressing square. Now you're running out of contracts. Okay, now this is what you do to get more contracts, right? Press R1 to go across here to your time and speed up your time to 120. Okay, now your plant growth here should be on fast. Okay, your plant withering should be on as well. Okay, make sure you have the same settings as I have here. Now go to your time. Now put your thing over your time like that. Now we're going to press R1 and we are going to go back to contracts. Stay on this page and you will get more contracts. Don't stay on the time. Your time is speeded up. Okay, go to contracts. Now I will say now, right, if it goes if it becomes dark, right, you can accept the contract in the dark, okay, and leave the contract there, leave the contract active, and keep the clock at 120 until it becomes done. Now look, there's a whole heap of contracts after coming up there. You've won there for second there now. You had one there for fertilizing. It's gone. Don't worry about it. There's going to be more fertilizing contracts come up. You're just going to have to wait. It doesn't take that long. Now look at this is your little statistics page. You have 2 contracts done already, or 2 missions completed. Okay, so come back here and wait here and see your fertilizing missions to come up. All right, this is nearly the end of my video. I'm just going to show you one more. I'm not going to do any more contracts. I'm after doing 2. That's enough. You know what to do at this stage. So you just have to wait. As I say, if it becomes nighttime, just leave it go through the night. Do not fertilize in the dark, because number 1, it's a pain, and number 2, you just won't be able to find your way around the field, and you know, etc, etc. Now I'm going to get out of this field. I'm after forgetting how I came in here. Can I go out? I can go out here. Bring up your little mini map like that. As I told you, make use of it. It's there for you. Now we shall go down this way. I'm going to stop here. I'm up in a rock, I'm sure. Why am I up in a rock? I have no idea. Now I'm stopping here. I'm just going to show you exactly where I am. Now, you see, I'm after working my way from here down to here, which isn't bad. Now, you should have a tractor around here. Now, if you get any more contracts, you could go over here with this one, and then you'd still have a tractor over here. Now, I'm just going to go back to contracts. Right, okay. Now, when you get a contract, make sure you stop the time if it's in the daytime. Now, and then speed it up again. Now, if you get 3 or 4 contracts for fertilizing, look, you've won anyway. Okay, so do that contract. So we're going to do the contract on field 17. We're going to do that. Same story again, field 17. Where's field 17, would you believe it, is actually just there right alongside me. Okay, just double checking that. I actually thought I just done that. I don't know. That is weird. 1 second here. Yeah, I'll tell you what's after happening. You can fertilize a field when there's nothing growing in it, and you can fertilize it when there is something growing in it. So there it is. I'm just going to double back just to show you. Sometimes you can see the fertilizer and sometimes you can't. It is weird. I'm just going to go around the roundabout. Hold on. This is going to be the end of my video, not in the next 2 minutes, okay? I've told you everything there is to know. I can't tell you no more. Just don't get... There's a rock there. Just don't get caught in it if you're in here. Now, going to open our fertilizer spreader. Now, this field, you can see this field a little bit easier. Okay, like this. That. And do your spreading. Look, you can kind of see. If you kind of zoom out, look. It's black, look. So you can kind of see where you're going, like that. And as I said before, you can put on hire worker if you want. Now, same story. Look, I'm going to just put on hire worker there to go down the straight. You can see it in some fields. Look, you can see it there now. You can barely see it, but you can make it out. Like, right, people. That's it for me for this video. This is the end of the platinum walkthrough. Okay. Smash the like button. Leave comments if you've any problems. Comment, and I'll try and my best to help you out. Okay, I was doing a few live streams the other night on troubleshooting for this game, and a few people came on and they said, look, I'm having trouble here, I'm having trouble there, and I helped them out. And you know what, that's what we do when we collect trophies. We help each other out. And happy farming, and as I said, smash the like button if you like the videos, and we'll talk to you all in the next one. Happy farming!